Hi, my name is Matt Kinlock. I'm the ninth grade ITL. I wanted to welcome everyone to our online version of Midterm Mania and say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. The purpose of this site is to help guide you and steer you, the parent and the student, through what can be the difficulties of our midterm exams. It's a cumulative test containing material from first quarter and second quarter and is worth 1/10 of your final grade. Although we're talking about the midterms today, second quarter is still ongoing, and so please make sure you're aware of the deadlines that you have coming up with second quarter material and that you know when the actual quarter ends. Because on the high school level we have to administer our exams and we have to review for those exams, the actual end of the quarter will be sooner than the calendar says. Feel free to contact me, Matt Kinlock, or any of your classroom teachers if you have any questions or concerns. On this site you will find information pertaining to science, English, mathematics, social studies, world language, lifetime fitness, and health. Your electives may or may not show up on this site, but you will be holding reviews in all of your classes, and I encourage you to take advantage of those reviews because good information is being presented. If you still feel like you need additional help, feel free to contact your classroom teacher who would be more than willing to stay after school and work with you. The next thing I would like to do is I'd like to talk about strategies and some pitfalls to avoid. One of the things that we hear from ninth graders is that they don't study for their exams. This is a very big mistake since your exam is worth 1/10 of your final grade. It is also impossible to be successful on an exam that contains 90 days worth of material by studying the night before. So we would like to encourage all of you to study early and often and to make a plan. To help you with this, I'd like to show you a strategy that we use in our ninth grade classes. This is a giant calendar system that is easy for you to make at home. You can simply write out on a sheet of paper or a whiteboard a big 2-week calendar. By doing this, you can then set the stage for being successful on your exams. What you would need to do is simply write times associated with when you are going to study for each of these exams and then hold yourself accountable by actually studying during those times. I'd like to concentrate on this particular strategy the weekend before your midterm exams. One of the things we like to do is encourage families to not travel that weekend if at all possible, so that your child can study over the course of that 2-day period. We'd also like to encourage you to use Friday night as a short study session to help set the stage for things to come. So if we were looking at a calendar, I would like you to all rank those classes, your 7 classes, 1 through 7. The rankings can be simple, like my easiest class is number 1 and my hardest is number 7, or it could be my hardest class is number 1 and my easiest number 7. It could be classes you need to do well in because you struggled a little bit first quarter, or it could just be a ranking associated with the actual schedule that you will have that week. And so if you studied for one class a lot, that would be the first class that you would actually have that week. That's one approach. I'd like to expose you just quickly to another approach. I believe that you need to study all of your classes over the course of that weekend, and then toward the tail end of the weekend and on that Monday, concentrate your efforts on your first exam. So if you were to study in 20-minute blocks on Friday night, you could lay out a simple schedule that looks like this. You could study 20 minutes for your third period exam, take a 5 to 10 minute break, study 20 minutes for your second period exam, take a 5 to 10 minute break, and end Friday night with studying for your first period exam, and then have Friday night fun like pizza or whatever you like to do. Saturday morning, while still in your pajamas, you could reverse that schedule and start with first period exam, 20 minutes, then take a break, then hit second period, and then third period. Even though we're encouraging you to study early and often, you can still go to the movies on that day, hang out with family and friends, but we would like you to write down on paper your study schedule. When you get back from having fun with your family, You can then reverse that schedule again and study third period, and then second period, and then first period. At this point, Saturday afternoon, you've studied those 3 classes for 1 hour each. If you continue this schedule throughout the weekend, you can hit all of your classes multiple times, and now you are ready to study come Monday night and concentrate on your first period exam. If you add up all of the minutes in your calendar, you could potentially have 3 to 4 hours of studying for your first period exam, and now come Monday night, you're just reviewing some of the concepts that you went over in class during that day. This is a strategy that is successful, that you can have success with if you're willing to put in the time and the effort. Feel free to see me during flex time or after school if you have any questions about this strategy or would like me to build a schedule for you. Best of luck to all of you, and we hope to talk to you again in the near future. Take care.